The storm wasn't just rain, it was a wall of gray slate that erased the coastline. They called it the storm of the century, a meteorological monster battering the eastern seaboard, but for those of us trapped in the flooded district, it felt like the end of days. I was on the second floor of my old brownstone. The power had died 3 hours ago, plunging the city into a heavy, suffocating silence broken only by the churning water below. The street outside was no longer pavement. It was a black river, swirling with debris, trash cans, tree limbs, and pieces of people's lives. I sat by the window, flashlight in hand, watching the waterline inch up the brickwork. That's when I saw the ripple. It wasn't the current. Something was moving against the flow. A pale shape bobbing just beneath the surface of the rising floodwaters. I clicked my flashlight on, aiming the beam at the dark, oily water. A face looked back. It was bloated, gray, eyes wide and milky. I gasped, thinking it was a victim, a body washed away by the surge. I reached for the window latch, intending to shout for help, but then the face smiled. The thing didn't float past, it stood up. The water was 10 feet deep, yet this thing stood waist high, its limbs elongated and pale, twisting like wet driftwood. It didn't swim, it waded toward my front door with unnatural jerky movements. I scrambled back, heart hammering against my ribs. Then came the sound, not a mechanical knock, but a wet, heavy slap against the wood downstairs. Slap, slap, slap. The water hadn't just risen to drown the basement, it had risen to let them reach the higher floors. I'm hiding in the attic now. The rain has finally stopped, but the wet slapping sound is on the stairs. And I realize now, the storm didn't come from the ocean. It came from beneath it.